Oh, they're the Wolves. From postgame talk to primetime takeover, the Nuggets series heads to Minnie for Game 3. Timberwolves hosting the Nuggets as the series is tied, but it was Jaden McDaniels who made some noise after Game 2.
Go out for Jokic, Jamal, all the bad defenders, Tim Hardaway, Cam Johnson, the whole team. Like, just go at them.
They're all bad defenders.
Yeah, they're all bad defenders.
And McDaniel backed it up here, Chiney.
Oh, he didn't just back it up. He backed it up in a big way, getting the steal and getting the flush. And then I love anyone that works hard on the offensive boards, snatching that with one hand and putting it back in. He was making a statement. He said it before the game, but he absolutely backed it up, as he said.
Listen, those guys hang around with Anthony Edwards. Jaden McDaniels is one of his best friends, Nas Reed. Those guys, they all train together, and I think some of Ant's cockiness rubbing off on him in a good way.
And it rubbed off on Rudy, too, because you see him there on the Joker, a finish on the other end by Julius Randle.
Rudy's been possessed since he finished fourth in Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Yeah.
Took that personally.
Jokic was held to 7 of 26 shooting, 27%, and 7 of 21 with Gobert as the primary defender. Elite defense by the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Late in the fourth, Wolves running away with it. McDaniels on the drive. Slams it again.
Elevator.
This is one of the best dunks you will ever see. That live, baby. Look at these people going insane on that dunk.
Here's McDaniels after the game after they took a 2-1 lead.
Just playing Denver really motivates us. That's enough for real. Just playing against them, we don't really care what they say. Just the number and the name across their chest make us play like this.
Jokic finished Game 3, as I mentioned, shooting 7 of 26. That's the fewest made field goals in a game with at least 25 attempts in the Joker's NBA career, regular season or playoffs. Overall in the series, Jokic is shooting 31% when guarded by Rudy Gobert. So, Chiney, how worried should Denver be here?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a solid 7.5, almost 8. They should be worried because the Timberwolves have stolen all momentum, and also it's almost like superpowers. Rudy Gobert is stealing the superpowers away from Nikola Jokic in some ways. We've seen him defend it at a high level. 13 for 40 is what he's held Nikola Jokic to shooting in 4 of 19 from 3. We're looking at that 33%. Also, this is contagious because overall for the Nuggets, they shot their worst percentage last night, 34% as a squad. So when Jokic is being defended well, that affects everyone else's ability to get a shot. Now, I know that there's a big factor, no Aaron Gordon as well. That impacts what they're able to do offensively, but you have to give credit to Rudy Gobert. It is a tall task. It is not easy to guard Nikola Jokic, and he had to take a lot of shots to be productive and get to his normal numbers.
Speaking of Aaron Gordon, we all think of him as a great defender. He's great at finishing the ball, but he's a great ball handler, too. And I think they're really missing him as an outlet, as a secondary ball handler, because Minnesota's able to put so much pressure on Jokic and Murray. Jokic looks worn down. Like, he just, like, his shots are short. I was checking with people around. I go, is Jokic okay? Is he hurt? Like, because I've never seen him shoot like that. Jamal Murray looks like that physical pressure is wearing him down a little bit in this series. Why? Because that man in the red hat is not out there. Aaron Gordon is a phenomenal offensive player. They're plus 5.4 differential offensively with him, and the net rating is 12.7 better with him out there. I mean, that's not just missing Aaron Gordon's leadership, and
he's
they're
a big
missing
piece.
him everywhere.
Yeah. A year ago on this Friday, after Denver had lost Game 3 in Los Angeles against the Clippers, got blown out, I said I was concerned about Denver. I'm really concerned about Denver right now after losing Game 3 to Minnesota for a couple of reasons. The Aaron Gordon injury, no Peyton Watson. They're thin on their wings. I talked to a scout yesterday morning as far as what are the keys for Minnesota against Denver. Make Jokic and Murray work defensively here, and don't be content on settling for shots. And that's something that Minnesota did effectively last night. And 7.5.
Where you at?
8.5.
Whoa, okay.
Right.
Can I get a 9.5?
No. This is a former champion, and I covered all those games last year.
I know, but
They come back.
different now. I
They
feel
also
different.
got Jalen Pickett. Let's see if they put another ball here.
Hey, they're doing it again tomorrow night on ABC. We'll have Game 4 between Denver and Minnesota at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Ernie, Kenny, Charles, Shaq, tip-off coverage at 8. They'll also be back at 11 Eastern, 8. Over in the East, all eyes on the Cavs and Raptors. Literally, our neighbors to the north provided every fan with a straight-up Jurassic shirt. Imagine that in the playoffs.
I love
That'd
that.
be pretty cool.
Love that.
Look, We the North was ready. They are absolutely fired up. Let's get right into it here. Jamal Shed finds Scotty Barnes in the corner, knocks down a three.
Scotty, when he sees those types of shots going down, you know it's going to be a long night with the long ball.
Here's R.J. Barrett straight on. Another three.
3-point barrage last night from both players.
Meanwhile, Cavs, some challenges from downtown.
Yeah, the renaissance rate of the NBA has been live and die by the three, and at this point,
I mean, he hit the rim on that one.
Yeah, at least that's
Better
better
than the air
A
ball.
little bit better.
Yes, you see the numbers there. And then second half, Scotty Barnes
Look how much space he had.
at the buzzer.
Yeah. Got to the spot. We like that corner in the north.
I think he got forgotten a little bit this year about how good a season he had.
True.
Jamison battled
Reminded some people now.
4 triples in that game. Later in the fourth,
Oh, come on.
corner three for Barrett. That pretty much sealed it. Under 3 minutes in the fourth, Raptors up 20. Barnes tips the loose ball to Barrett. Finishes it with the layup, the hoop and the harm. Toronto wins game 3. All right, however, it wasn't all losses for the Cavs, though. In case you missed it, Cavs forward Jaylen Tyson's younger brother, Jordan, was selected number 8 overall to the New Orleans Saints in the NFL draft. An emotional night for the Tyson family, as one of their sons is playing in the NBA playoffs and the other is now officially an NFL player. 2 brothers are about 2 years apart there. And before the game, Jaylen took to social media and posted a picture of the two saying, "Your day, brother. Love you to death." And, you know, it's funny, when you were watching the draft, you could see that Jordan was on an iPad watching Jaylen's game while that was all going down. It was pretty cool
That's
stuff
awesome.
to watch for sure. And here he is, Cavs forward. Jaylen Tyson joins us now. So, Jaylen, what a special night, man, for you, your brother, your entire family. You played a playoff game at the same time your brother's name was called on the NFL draft stage. Take us inside the moment you found out your brother had been drafted.
Yeah, obviously this is a big game for us. Wish we would have won the game. It would have been a little bit more enjoyable for me. But I was in the game when he got drafted. I remember I was on the bench constantly asking for updates, like where we at, and then they just tell me who got picked, and I'm in the game. And apparently what I was told is when I hit the corner 3, that's when he got, like 2 seconds later, he got drafted. And then the next time I did, and everybody came up and said, "You know where he's at? Do you know where he's at?" I'm like, "No, I don't know." And then someone finally tapped me and said, he went to the street. So I was like, "Yeah, there we go."
That's wild, man. Speaking of that, I mean, the timing of that, as you pointed out, is just insane when you think about it. You're hitting the shot. He's about to get drafted. Did you guys get a chance to talk about that? Have you talked to your brother?
Yeah, of course. I talked to him multiple times.
What was that
Multiple times.
conversation like?
You know, he was excited. I clowned him. I asked him the morning of the draft. I was like, "Yo, you gonna cry?" He said he wasn't gonna cry, but everybody knows he had a lot of emotion. I'll definitely clown him about that.
Yeah. Hey, man.
But he's excited, super excited.
No doubt, man. And you should cry. Tears of joy there. So, look, your brother Jordan wore a special pair of shoes that you're familiar with. What can you tell us about those shoes?
Yeah, so everybody was asking me about those shoes. Those are not the same exact shoe. Like, it's the same shoe, but he had his own pair. I have my own pair. We're not sharing shoes. We don't have enough money where we can get our own shoes. But, yeah, I think that was dope. You know, I'm blessed to be able to be that kind of role model for him, and I want to continue to be that. And hopefully he can have a long career. Hopefully we both have long careers.
No.
And we pass it to our kids in the future.
Yes, sir. No doubt about that. Now, let's talk about your pops. He spoke last night about raising you both, and I want you to take a listen to the message that he had here.
I told people a long time ago, I'm not building football and basketball players. I'm building men that are going to change this world that we live in. At the end of the day, so that guess what? Everybody, every little kid in this world is going through something, or you think that you aren't worthy. Guess what? I'm telling you, you are. As a father, as a mother, we poured into these little young brothers all the time because guess what? They are worthy. And look at what God did. Tough. You can't explain it. There's nothing else that you can say about this, but God is good.
Man, I'm about to tear up listening
That
to
was
your
awesome.
pops.
All the time.
right, what was your reaction hearing that?
You know, my dad, man, I can't put into words how much he he's a big part of this, right? He's obviously doesn't get all the flowers because me and Jordan get most of the flowers, but man, he instilled a toughness about us. And he was a pretty good athlete himself. I mean, me and Jordan a little bit better, but he was a pretty good athlete, man. My dad is the best human being. Anybody that's ever came in interaction with him knows that he's one of the best human beings. He does whatever he can to help people out. And, you know, I feel like him being a good human being is what blessed me and Jordan.
All right, who's the best athlete in the family then? Because we know Pops was an athlete too.
You know, this is Jordan's moment, so I'm going to give it to Jordan right now.
Okay.
Only because it's his moment. Only because a week from now, it's going to be Big Bro. It's always a Big Bro.
Okay. Let's talk about this playoff series you mentioned earlier. You guys are still up 2-1 in this series. How do you balance that emotional moment with staying locked in with the task at hand still?
Yeah, I say, like, being that role model for Jordan, like, he got to understand, like, this is a business now. This is a job, and I got a task at him. My task is to try to go out and play my best basketball, best brand of basketball, try to help this team win, right? So, yeah, I have a lot of emotions, but I didn't really celebrate it until after the game because I was out there trying to win the game, trying to put our team in the best situation to win. You know, it's a good moment for him, but we both, he's going to celebrate, I'm going to celebrate him, and then eventually we're going to have to go our both ways and do our jobs at the best of our ability.
Well, listen, man, an unbelievable moment for you, your family. Congratulations to you guys. I know the job's not finished, and you got a game on Sunday. I'll be there, so I'll see you there. But thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. All right, you can catch Jaylen on Sunday afternoon, as I just mentioned. We'll have a pair of NBA playoff first